Hello, my name is John Mills. I'm the Deputy Director of the Foundation Year. I came to the university about 25 years ago, first of all to study a degree in physics, then I went on to do a PhD in optics, and followed by some research. About 10 years ago, I moved over to the Foundation Year to look after the students there, mainly because I enjoy teaching so much. Now, I've prepared a little presentation for you all about the Foundation Year. It'll take about 15 minutes to get through. I hope you enjoy it. It's all about the lovely maths and physics we learn on the Foundation Year, and some information about the topics we teach and the assessment, and also some information about where you can go after the Foundation Year, which degree you can choose, and so on. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to this presentation about the Engineering, Physics, Maths and Geophysics Foundation Year here at Southampton University. This presentation is designed to give an overview of the Foundation Year by first of all giving an insight into the typical academic background of students that come onto the Foundation Year, then to talk a bit about the structure of teaching and learning on the Foundation Year, including some information about the taught content and the way we assess students' work. Finally, the presentation will briefly describe the various degree pathways and opportunities open to a student on successful completion of the Foundation Year. The Foundation Year is essentially a transition year for students that wish to study engineering, physics, maths or geophysics topics without the necessary academic background or qualifications to enter directly into year one of their degree. The type of students that come onto the Foundation Year include students that are perhaps looking for a change in academic direction. For example, you may not be studying either a Maths A-level or Physics A-level, but are studying other topics at A-level. You will know that Maths and Physics at A-level are required for many of our degree pathways. However, with good grades in other topics, because you will have the necessary study skills, we would consider you for the Foundation Year. Or perhaps you have been out of education for some time and wish to return to study. We are happy to look at your previous academic background in combination with any work experience, and would also consider you for the Foundation Year. If we feel that you are not quite ready to join us yet, we can arrange an informal chat with you to give advice on what we would like you to do to prepare for the Foundation Year. We also have many international students on the Foundation Year. A handful of these we asked to take some further English language study to better prepare them for the next stage of their degree. More information about this in just a moment. Some typical Foundation Year students may not have studied the required international baccalaureate level in maths or physics to go straight on to year one. This group of students generally join the Foundation Year before progressing to year one. Moreover, we have many students on the Foundation Year that come from a BTEC background. Finally, we have several students every year that have studied the appropriate qualifications to apply directly to the first year of their degree, but haven't received the grades they had hoped for due to illness or some other personal issue. Come and talk to us. With appropriate evidence, we can also consider you for the Foundation Year. Now, the Foundation Year, it's basically the first year of a 4-year bachelor or 5-year master's degree. Essentially, the year is added to the beginning of the typical degree. However, even though the level is foundation level, our Foundation Year is considered to be a very intense program of study. Our approach means that there are a lot of exam-assessed maths and physics to study, in addition to a full program of coursework and practical laboratory work. All students follow the same program of study, except for some international students. I'm just going to say a bit more about that before we continue. If English language is not your first language, but you can demonstrate an IELTS, or English Language Testing System, with an average score of 6.5 or equivalent qualification, with at least 5.5 in each band, you will not need extra English classes. However, if you haven't yet achieved an IELTS average of 6.5, but you have achieved an average of 5.5 with at least 5.5 in each band, you will be able to take the English language pathway on the foundation year. All of the opportunities for study after the foundation year will be the same, but you will not study one of our physics topics, you will study English in its place. This ensures that your workload is equivalent to students not on a language pathway. We do in fact allow students some flexibility in choosing their degree pathway on the foundation year, and we wouldn't ask them to confirm this until they have been with us for a few weeks. However, language pathway students would need to confirm their chosen degree at the beginning of the foundation year because of the slight variation in study of the physics topics due to studying English. And for all students, if you pass the foundation year, you are guaranteed progression to the next stage of your chosen degree. You do not need to reapply, progression takes place automatically. On the foundation year, you will be taught on the Highfield campus by university academics that teach students across the university at every level. You will be taught by mathematicians, physicists and engineers just like all other students. Foundation year students enjoy all of the expertise from our staff that students at all levels enjoy. However, foundation year students here at Southampton also enjoy an extra level of support that isn't typical of the university study structure. Almost all engineering and physics students at university will attend lectures, perhaps 2 or 3 per week per module of study. We do that on the foundation year too. Then students typically will attend a weekly smaller class, which we call a workshop. This is a session where students can practice their mathematics and problem-solving skills, and of course, consolidate what they have learnt in the lectures that week. Again, this is also typical of the foundation year. However, on the foundation year, you will find on your timetable many voluntary attendance classes taking place on a regular basis, which we call support classes. The support classes offer immediate help to students who perhaps need extra help in understanding a topic. The support classes are drop-in classes. This means that you may attend in order to ask just one question or stay for the full session and work under supervision. And of course, we do expect you to enjoy plenty of private study too. The academic structure of the foundation year consists of plenty of mathematics and physics, and all of our modules run for the complete year. The academic level is more or less what you would expect at a good high school or college, but in a few areas we do exceed high school level and begin to touch on some degree level material too. You will be taught by university lecturers that tend to get very excited about their topic. But everything is manageable and in general ought to be considered kind of high school level. With pure mathematics in our maths modules and applied mathematics in our mechanical science module, in addition to electricity and electronics and engineering principles, the programme is very full. And as previously mentioned, there is also English language to study for those students on a language pathway. But there's also lots of coursework in the form of practical laboratory sessions, report writing and computer programming. Our aim is to give you the very best experience in all of these areas academic and practical, to prepare you in the best possible way for your degree. And in the spirit of being as supportive as we can of your study, we also ask you to engage with an assessed academic skills module. Studying at university will be a new experience for everybody, and we want to help you to study in the most effective and efficient way. The academic skills course will help you to do this. At university, there's always much more to learn than you can possibly learn in the time given. The academic skills course will help you to understand yourself as a learner and to help you to learn more efficiently in the university environment. As mentioned previously, all of our modules run for a whole year, although those of you with an eye for detail may have noticed on our web pages that we have modules Maths A and Maths B. The Maths module is in fact split into these two components over the course of the year. The method of assessment is as follows. Mathematics is examined twice over the course of the year, Maths A in January and Maths B in May or June. The three physics topics, mechanical science, engineering principles and electricity and electronics, are examined once in May or June. The coursework and academic skills modules have continuous assessment throughout the year. English language is assessed by both written assignments and an end-of-year exam. The weighting of all the assessments for the whole year are as follows. The maths component carries a weight of 25% of the whole of the foundation year assessment. The three physics components, mechanical science, engineering principles and electricity and electronics, all carry a weight of 12.5%. Coursework, like mathematics, also carries a quarter of the weight of all of the assessment. Finally, given that the English module for English pathway students takes the place of one physics module, this too carries a weight of 12.5% of the foundation year mark. But what about the overall pass mark? Well, we expect students to achieve an average overall mark of 60% in order to pass the foundation year and to progress to the next stage of their degree. But in addition to meeting the overall average mark, we do also require students to meet the pass mark in each and every module too. We do like you to have a very comprehensive knowledge in all areas before we progress you, so that you get the very best experience out of the following years. As you can see, there are a range of degrees that we progress students onto after the foundation year. More information about these subject areas can be found on the university's web pages. All students are eligible to choose any of these topic areas, but as already mentioned, language pathway students must have a clear idea about which degree they want to go to after the foundation year from the outset, in order for the correct physics topic to be replaced by the English language module. Other students are allowed to confirm their degree pathway after being on the foundation year a few weeks. So, for many students, we do allow you some flexibility to change your chosen degree pathway once you have started the foundation year. On the foundation year, in addition to being taught by academics from departments all over the university, we have our own small team of full-time, dedicated academic staff to look after you. Our permanent staff open door policy allows you to visit us at any time, just to have an informal chat or to ask for help and advice about your academic topics, or indeed any pastoral issues that may be concerning you. We hope that you now have a pretty good idea about what being on the foundation year at Southampton University entails. Of course, this presentation perhaps wouldn't be complete without a taster of some of the activities that you may get up to after the foundation year. However, this will be a very quick overview and doesn't include all possible degree areas. There are many other resources available on these web pages which will give you information about the individual degrees. Some of our students go on to study civil engineering. In the first year of the civil engineering degree, students get involved in building a substantial construction. This particular example is a challenge where students had 6 days to build a 10-metre replica of the Gherkin, a well-known building in London. All of our degrees offer practical experiences like this, where you will learn about teamwork and putting theory into practice in a controlled environment. So right from the beginning of your chosen degree, you will experience what we call learning by doing. We have a design thread that runs through all of our degrees, which will help you understand the fundamentals of engineering and how these fit together. A team of students built this miniature locomotive for a particular railway challenge competition. 12 students working over 6 months completed this project, where the great innovation is that the locomotive can harvest energy which would otherwise be lost to the braking process. It is also completely remote controlled. But of course, there are many other degrees that we send our students to. Some examples include electrical and electronic engineering, mathematics, and geophysics, where these 2 students are enjoying gaining practical experience in the field. As already mentioned, there is a wealth of information about all of our degree pathways on these web pages. Please take some time to review this information online. We hope that you have found this introduction to the Engineering, Physics, Maths and Geophysics Foundation Year useful. We look forward to perhaps seeing you on the programme sometime in the future. Thank you for listening.